Hello, movers and shakers. How the heck are you guys doing today? Welcome to another episode of the Real Jae Burnham Show. Anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking about hourly moves, salary. Well, how you're going to pay your guys, hourly, salary, or is it pay per job? Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is I actually had a discussion with somebody about a week ago about how they were paying. They were asking me some questions, and in their conversation, I have found out that he was paying per the job versus hourly or salary, right? So I thought, wow, that was kind of fascinating. So I was asking him a little bit about how he was doing this pay per job uh, uh, employee paying thing. And he basically says, yeah, he'll give his guys $65 for this job and $100 for this job. Basically, he was paying them by the job. Now, this is not unheard of in the moving industry. If you are in the van line industry, if you're a van liner, you most likely are paying your helpers by the job. So if you got a couple guys that tour with you, you're paying them by every single load or paying by the job. And you're going to pay them for the load and unload. You're going to pay them, let's say, 150 bucks for the job or 200 bucks or whatever it is. I don't know. You can tell me in the comment section below how you're doing it, but you pay them by the job. This is what I've heard from several of the guys who are going around with the van line truckers that are paying these guys. So you pay them. So it's not unheard of to do pay per job. And I thought that was really an interesting strategy, pay strategy. And one is I like it because it's a very incentivizing for for your company. For instance, if you agree that you're going to pay your guys for, let's say, a job that should take 2 hours, but you pay them hypothetically, let's say you're going to pay 50 bucks for a 3 hour job. Now, guess for this job, and let's say it's a two-bedroom apartment, should take 3 hours, 4 hours max, right? Let's say it's going to be a 3 hour job, but you agree to pay each guy 50 bucks for that particular job. So you're going to spend 100 bucks total for two guys, right, to do this job. So this is very incentivizing for them because here's the thing: the guys are going to maximize how much money they're going to make. So they know if they're going to get $50 for this job, they're not good. They're going to be less inclined to milk the clock. Get it? So they're not going to drag this out and turn it into a 6 hour job when it should get done in 2.5 hours. What they're going to do is they're going to, let's say you should take 3 hours. You tell them 50 bucks. They're going to probably knock it down to 2 hours. What does this do? One is incentivize your guys to do the job quicker. It's also going to incentivize your customer because now your customer is paying less, unless you're also doing a flat rate job, because this guy was doing flat rate plus he was paying the guys per job, which was a brilliant strategy. And we talked about flat rate jobs earlier in a video a couple days ago. And you should go check that out. I'll leave a link right up here for that. Okay, but here's the thing: if you're using this strategy, one thing I would suggest you do is that you publish your pay schedule for the paper jobs so that the guys know exactly how much they're going to get paid for the certain jobs. Okay, basically what I want you to do is I want you to say, okay, it's a two-bedroom apartment, this much square footage, you're going to get X amount of dollars. This square footage, you'll get this X amount of dollars. This square footage, X amount of dollars, and just go up the scale so they know exactly how much they're going to make. And then what you can do, and you publish the scale, say here's this job, here's how long it should take, here's how much you're going to make, here's how much you make if you go over, right? And you basically educate your guys for based on the pay per job schedule. You basically would educate them. The more you're going to make more money if you get it done faster, right? So you publish your pay schedule based on the type of jobs, the local jobs that you're doing, or even the long distance. This is how much money you're going to get if you do it for this job. The longer you take, the less money per hour you're making. And you actually educate them like, okay, for this 2-bedroom job, it should take 3 hours. You'll get 50 bucks. If you take 6 hours to do the job, you're still only going to get 50 bucks. So 6 divided by 5 is like 8 bucks or something like that an hour. You'll get like 8 bucks an hour. You do it in 5 hours, you're getting 10 bucks an hour. See how that goes? You do it in 4 hours, you're getting like $11 an hour, something like that. You do it in 2 hours, and you're getting almost like 20 bucks an hour, 25 bucks an hour. So it incentivizes these guys to do it quicker. The problem is now you got to incentivize them to not only do it quicker, but do it well, right? So how do you do that? You set up a penalizing system. I will pay you $50 a job to do this job. You take 2 hours, it's $25 plus whatever tip you may get. All right, that'll be $25 an hour plus whatever tip. Okay? However, if the customer complains or you break something, I'm going to charge you 1 hour. I'm going to give you a penalty of 25 bucks or 50 bucks or whatever. So now here's the thing. So now they know, okay, yeah, we got to do it quickly to make the most amount of money, right? And the quicker they'll do it, the bigger the tip they get. But if they do it unwell, if it was something that they did wrong that was in their control, you penalize them for. If it was something outside of their control, well, then you have to suck that up. But if it was within their control, you know, like they dinged the wall, they broke the table, they smashed the window, something that was in their control. Had they been aware and doing the job like they should have and doing it well, they wouldn't have broke anything. So if it was in their control, in their sphere of influence, then they're going to get penalized for it, right? And I'm going to do a video about penalizing your guys here and have them sign a little contract with you about the penalization and how that's going to work. Because you want to actually incentivize them to report this kind of stuff. Because sometimes if they know they broke something, they're going to want to like clam up, which makes it even worse. But we'll show you how to do it and do it so that they're happy about it, okay? But if they're not, but if these guys do something wrong, you need to penalize them. So paying per job will incentivize your crew to go faster, and it will incentivize the customer to get it. Will incentivize the customer, if the job is done well, to tip well as leave a good review, etc. So it's a win-win situation. However, you also got to protect yourself so when those things go wrong. So if something goes wrong, they also need to be penalized for whatever goes wrong, right? And we can go over how that is done in another video, right? So how does this differ from pay per job versus an hourly job? Well, when you pay per hour, you're going to get, it's harder to incentivize these guys to do it quicker, right? You can tell them and educate them and say, hey, look, the faster you get this done, the more tip you'll get. But that doesn't matter to them because they know if they milk the clock, they're going to get more, and they could still milk the clock to, let's say, 4 hours and still get a tip. They know if they go stretch it to 5, they won't get a tip. So they will stretch it out to 4 hours. They will milk the clock so that it comes in 4 hours, when you and I both know they could have done it in 2. You get it what I'm saying? So hourly pay there's less incentive for them to move faster unless you come up with some clever gimmick or idea to do it. So that's how to do it. Now salary is a whole nother animal, rather. So salary, you can say, okay, we're going to pay you $500 a week. This is going to, you know, this includes everything. That's even harder for a mover, you know, in this kind of position to incentivize, because then they just know, well, whatever, you know. But because they know that when they're not doing a move, you're going to have them come in and do like crap work, sweep the floors or whatever to get the most bang for your buck. They know that that's going to happen. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that some people won't appreciate the salary. Some people want that stability, and that's good for them. Now, if you can set up different pays. Maybe for one guy you'll do salary, another guy you'll do hourly, and the other guy you will do pay per job. It really is depending on you and what kind of thing. Like if you were going to set that up, I would put like a management type guy. The guy's going to be like your trainer, who's going to go out and train guys. Put him on salary. Put the guys who have been there longer, put them on hourly and make sure that they get some good benefits. And then like the cannon fodder, if you will, incentivize them with the pay per job kind of opportunity. Now these are ways to use all three different pay methods to get something done, right? And you can use them to based on their responsibility level, right? When they can start off at the paper job, get them, they're going to do well, bring them into a full-time kind of thing, give them an hourly plus benefits. Once they graduate from that, you can say, good, we're going to make you management and give you a percentage of the company or something like that, plus commissions and blah, 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 and you're going to be in management, here's a salary, and you're going to have a stability of hours, et cetera, et cetera. That's a great way of doing things as well. So there is no right or wrong answer. I thought it was very good. I had to look through this whole paper job and see how to do it to come up with this video. Hopefully this gives you some options to work with versus just salary versus hourly, or hourly to salary. Now you've got another option, pay per job, which puts another arrow in your quiver. It gives you another tool in your toolbox when you're dealing with your employees. And like I said, I kind of like the pay per job method. I would probably keep that more towards the guys who don't have the driver's license or chauffeur's license, the guys they're only going to be just the labor. Leave that them, because that will incentivize them to do the jobs faster. Give the guys who have been with you a while, put them on hourly plus some benefits, and then so on and so forth. But that's up to you. But it gives you another option. You could completely use the pay per job method on all your guys, or you can mix and match however you want to do it. But like I said, it's just another tool in your quiver. All right, guys, hopefully this gives you some options. You guys learned a few things about this. But if you're going to do, my suggestions are, if you're going to do the pay per job method, you completely, you put the schedule. Exactly. Put it in writing so they know exactly how much, so it doesn't waver from job to job. Because okay, this 2-bedroom house is $50. This next 2-bedroom home, you're saying I'll give you 40. They're going to start bitching and moaning. But last time you paid us $50. So if you put it in writing, you put it down, or even the range of the jobs. If you put that in writing, then they know, and there's no arguments for later down the road. See where I'm going with this? All right, guys, what I need you guys to do for me is a couple things. I need you to do two things for me. One, you need to share this video with all your friends and family. That really helps this channel expand. And I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers here. I would like to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of next month. This is October. By the end of November, I'd love to have 1,000 subscribers. Definitely want to hit it by the end of the year. So I need your help to do that. The way you can do that is by sharing this content with everybody you know, all your friends, family, and friends, okay? Second thing I need you to do is that if you're not subscribed, and I know I get like 400 to 500 people every single day coming to this channel, please subscribe, because I need you guys to subscribe. Go and hit the little subscribe down button right below. It's actually over here. Sorry. Go hit the subscribe button over here. Plus, there's a bell icon. Hit that bell icon, and every time I post a video, you will be notified of that video on your computer, so you'll know that I've done a new video. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't, because that'll help my channel. That'll help me get to the 1,000 subscribers. Share this with all your friends. Also, leaving comments and liking it, giving me a thumbs up or even a thumbs down. That's okay too. Or leaving a comment all helps my channel so much. And I do answer my comments. If you go to my videos and you see the comments, I do answer all your questions as best that I can. All right? So if you got a question, leave me a comment there. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I love you. You guys have a great day. All right, guys? All right, bye-bye.